seem to miss the most? Oh, is that you I walking, or do I see a ghost? Am I dreaming, am I wishing, or just a little bit of both? 'Cause I run right back from Carolina, and I run right back from New Orleans, 'cause I can't forget the times I held you and all those songs you sang with me, all those songs you sang with me. Times I held you in all those songs you sang with me. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Janie, what are your favorite memories of PVB?
Thanks for asking, Davis. Well, I guess I should start at the beginning with the first time that we ever went to Ponte Vedra, and Mimi and Pop had made a list of all the things in the house, like the animal prints and the tiles and the pieces on the mural and the outside shower, that we were all supposed to find as a scavenger hunt. And it was such a fun introduction to such a special house that they had put so much thought into. And from there, you know, Ponte Vedra really cultivated both my loves and my fears about the ocean, because we would just get in there and you'd get tossed around, and but we continued to do it for hours on end. And I'll never forget once we were all out in the ocean, and Poppy was out there too, and seeing him get thrown around by a wave really shook me to my core. And I think something really special for me too was the many trips to St. Augustine, and really cultivated the young history enthusiast in me. And you know, now in my adult life, I realize that not everybody had the same experience with GOMEC as I did, and you know, I toss it around as a household name and people just don't know what I'm talking about. So for those reasons and so many others, I'm forever grateful for Ponte Vedra.
My favorite Ponte Vedra memory is playing Uno outside. I want to say by the pool or in the gazebo, and playing with Lipscomb and Davis, and I got out of the round, and then Lipscomb and Davis were down to 2, and I think Davis lost. She wanted a rematch. Lipscomb said if she did a rematch and he won, that she would have to call him master, and we all know how that one ended up. He won the Uno. That was my first time there, and I've had a ton of other great times. That's one of my favorite memories. So happy for all of our times at Casa de Davis, and so thankful that we were given the opportunity to do that.
Ponte Vedra memories. I remember going to Ponte Vedra before we owned the house down there. But man, everybody has to remember Master, right? Davis made the crucial mistake of not understanding betting and then losing a bet, doubling down and having to call me Master for almost a whole year. And everybody supported me on that, and that was a lot of fun. Mimi's shark tooth lie, that was quite epic. We all really believed that. And Caps. Caps is one of my favorite thing about the beach. And getting to be there with Rachel on our honeymoon and share the places that I love down there with her, and they became our places. Those are my favorite things about the beach.
Hi Mimi, I'm in the wonderful city of Dublin, just soaking up my last few days here on the study abroad trip. But tonight I'm thinking about the wonderful memories of PVB, and there's so many. You know, from just waking up in the morning and the anticipation of the day, and just getting ready to go to the beach, be on that sand, swim in the ocean, in the pool, you know, wash off in the outdoor shower. It was always just so much fun. And even having a TV in your bedroom was always a big deal to me, at least. I enjoyed that too. But all good things have to come to an end. I'm sad to see it go, but I'm grateful to have it as a memory and a childhood vacation spot. I'm definitely very blessed and grateful. Thank you so much.
Hi Mimi. Oh goodness, so Mom and Dad and I sat down and talked about the beach house, and they asked for their favorite memories along with some of mine. They definitely said that just having certain friends there, groups, and the laughters around the table, and they loved being able to have Mono there as well as I did. That was so fun for her to be with us 4th of July 3 years ago, I believe. Dad mentioned Shark's Teeth, of course. Maybe that's where I get my obsession, is from you and Dad, because I love it. My mom also mentioned the turtles, how that was just so neat, and I remember Poppy was there with us, and we got to see all the turtles and whatnot, and Jeej took some really cool photos, and those are going to be so fun to look back at. My memories, I just remember, first of all, our family, a big family trip. That was just so fun to have everyone there. And I remember when I was younger having the TVs in the room, and I've never had a TV in my room, and I would stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning watching Nick at Night, and I would wake up at like noon. And I just will never forget, I thought it was so cool to have a TV in the room, and then when I got up, it was like half of my day was gone, so thank goodness I nipped that habit in the bud. But I remember all the games, like Uno, and you gave trophies, and just laughing in the game room, and everyone getting really competitive, and just being with each other at one of the places that we love so much. I'll never forget just the rolling chairs in the game room, just people falling out of them. I don't know why that's funny, but it was just the amount of people that I know that have just kind of just plopped out of those chairs. That was the amount of times I've missed the driveway. I will forget that. Right after the bicycle sign on the right, about 10 yards, but some reason. I just always remember you being in the kitchen just making shrimp cocktails for us, and just always being so inviting when we're there, and in your moo-moos and your floral prints. And I'll never look at the color peach the same, especially the peach rug upstairs. And it was so nice having a house that we could pick out from everyone else's. But it's been a wonderful, how many, 20 something, 17, I don't know how many years it's been, but just the memories that we had, and we wouldn't have been able to have all that without you. And love you for it, and thank you for just giving us all the time to be together, and you always made it so special. And it is ending, but all the memories will be here. And oh, we got shark's teeth downstairs, a big jar. We don't have the big one like you did, but that's one of my favorite things that I love, especially when I decorate anything beach themed, or upstairs in my office at home. I have a big jar of shark's teeth, and it's always a good conversation starter. But I love you so much, and thank you for all the memories.
Gosh, when I think about Ponte Vedra, there are just so many memories that come rushing back. There's just no way I can say all of them in this short clip. But some of my best memories definitely were in the ocean, because Ponte Vedra is where I fell in love with the ocean. Since from such a young age, I spent so many hours boogie boarding in the ocean, probably 5-6 hours a day, or just jumping over the waves. And I just love doing that, especially when everyone was down there too, all doing it together. And I just remember after long days on the beach, coming up for lunch that Mimi had been making in the kitchen, and her cover up that we'd eat under the gazebo, and then having naps on the hammock after. It's just such a relaxing day. And I remember at nights having game nights in the game room, playing Uno or Apples to Apples. And I just loved playing Uno, especially with Mimi, because she would make comments like, "It's your turn, bucko," that just made everyone laugh, and it was so funny. And of course, can't forget about Barbara Jean's, where I found my first boyfriend, Preston. But just the food and the atmosphere was just so good. And I loved seeing Mimi and Pop form the bond they made with the staff there as well. And I'm just so grateful for the time we had there to make the memories that we did make. And it's really sad to see it come to an end, but we just have so many memories we can hold on to. And I just thank you, Mimi, for giving us the opportunity to spend time down there together, and just letting us have fun and relax in a place that was just so great to do that. Thank you, Mimi.
Kind of amazing that I was asked to do this video, how many memories really did start flooding back about Ponte Vedra. Kind of one memory triggered another, as I was thinking just so much family time, whether it's playing Uno, playing cards, Sugar Pursuit at the table, or hanging out at the beach. Specific memories, sand in my eyebrows, going out to the outdoor shower, just hanging out. It was just a very relaxing place, kind of a very centering place in the summer. And then going into St. Augustine was always enjoyable, whether it was the fort, ghost tours, the chocolate factory, the alligator farm with the albino alligators, and Gomek, even though we never met him, rest in peace, had a shirt for a really long time, and Putt Putt. And no trip to Ponte Vedra is ever complete without a trip to Barbara Jean's. Top 5 all-time restaurants for me. The salado salad, the chocolate stuff, the crab cakes, just an incredible place with a lot of incredible memories that kept flooding back. So thank you, Mimi. Thank you for everything you brought to us through that house, and it certainly will be missed.
Being the family member that probably got to spend the least amount of time at the beach, I can't think of a bad time. Every time was good, every time I got to go. I think my favorite time was when we all went together, and my favorite memory probably was when we were on the ocean with the huge waves. That was a whole lot of fun. So we were very blessed to have such a wonderful house in Florida. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for giving us that opportunity, and it will be greatly missed. Love y'all.
Ponte Vedra memories. I think the one word that comes to mind is surprise. Surprise, we bought a beach house in Ponte Vedra. what a happy thing Poppy did for Mimi, who loved the beach so much, and notably that beach in St. Johns County. So many happy surprises down there too, whether it's family or friends. And if we trace back the family, when Mimi started going with Gan and Papo and her cousins, so I'm gonna have to inflect Gan here and say, Sister and Busby, you have made that such a wonderful, wonderful, happy place for so many people. And they have had such a wonderful time there. The food, the furnishings, everything is simply gorgeous. And a simply gorgeous time was always had by all. I think my favorite time was when the whole family was there instead of going to Alaska. Even though Kim and Lip and I got run out of the Baron's house with the sand fleas, we all piled in together, whether we slept on the floor or air mattress or whatever. It was fun. The games, the food, everybody being together. And you know what? That's what it's all about. Thank you, Mimi and Pop, for a wonderful, happy place for 20 years. We loved it. We love you.
Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why she had to go, I don't know. She wouldn't say. I said something wrong, now I long for yesterday. Yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Now I need a place to hide away. Oh, I believe in yesterday.